The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome to episode 42 of The Daily Mother Swole. Today I am talking about intermittent fasting, and it is a Friday, but I think it's important because most of you are going to go out and eat like shit this weekend. But let's talk a little bit about intermittent fasting just because it's a popular topic. A lot of people do this without even realizing it, but they don't do it properly. And some of you might not realize that this is a viable option for you to try with your nutrition to either mix it up or to see maybe some expansive or some accelerated results. Remember, with your body, it's all about finding what works for you. So these are options. These are things that you can do. These are things that you can manipulate. These are things that you can change and try in order to find out what fits your body, what fits your lifestyle. Now, before I get into the details on intermittent fasting, think about this for a second. Your lifestyle. Nutrition is a lot about timing. Yes, you have to eat certain foods. Yes, certain foods are bad for you. Yes, certain foods are better for you. However, your lifestyle, your work, how you feel mentally, how you process things during the day from a mental standpoint, how you go about your day, what's your pattern. Super, super, super important to understand that not everyone needs food at the same time. Not everyone is optimal eating breakfast first thing in the morning, whether it's just schedule reasons, okay? So there's a benefit to the timing factor of eating nutrients in this fashion. So intermittent fasting is pretty much what it sounds like. It's the word intermittent meaning kind of off and on. It's periods of eating and periods of non-eating. Now, you're always kind of fasting while you're sleeping. However, intermittent fasting is intentional periods of non-eating followed by periods of eating. Now, people do this sometimes with a couple days of eating followed by a complete day of not eating 24 hours. Sometimes people do restrictive nutrition where a couple days you'll go down to like 500 calories, then go back up on your calories. My personal preference is the 16 or 18 hours of non-eating. So that's like either referred to as a 16-8 or an 18-6, which means that you're doing 16 or 18 hours of non-eating followed by 6-hour period window where you do consume food and calories. Now, understand from the start, just because you're not eating for that time period doesn't mean that for the time period that you are eating, let's say those 6 or 8 hours, that you're engorging and you're just stuffing your face with McDonald's and all sorts of shit. Because if you're overeating your calories, bottom line, you're going to gain weight. So it comes back to the concept of more food or less food. Now, the total caloric intake, calories doesn't necessarily, it's not the be-all, end-all. What those calories comprise makes a big difference. But if you're trying to bulk up and gain size, you need to eat more food. It's simple. If you're trying to lose weight, you need to eat less food. This is very basic information. So more calories in are going to put on weight in general, and less calories are going to lose weight in general. But this is one way where you can possibly see some other health benefits and maybe have some more mental reprieve, maybe have some more mental clarity, some more free time mentally to do other things. You might just feel better with the intermittent fasting, which is why I am offering up this information for those of you that might not be aware. One of the other benefits of intermittent fasting, if you believe in the ancient processes of the human body and evolution, the fact that back in the day, meaning hundreds and thousands of years ago, we were hunters and gatherers. We would hunt animals, we would hunt wild game, we would gather food. We were before agriculture. This kind of goes back to our paleo diet conversation the other day, episode 40. So with the intermittent fasting, a human being, for example, a male would go out hunting and you wouldn't be eating. You wouldn't have like, a cheeseburger in your pocket. You didn't have any, you didn't have a Snickers bar in your pocket. When you were hunting, you would go out for days or maybe even a few days or a week at a time, hunting buffalo or hunting wild animals. You would expend a ton of energy and then you would have to drag it back to camp or you have to kill it and then drag it back and then eat it fresh, of course, because you didn't have refrigeration. So the benefits of intermittent fasting kind of goes back to our ancient ancestral roots, where you can go through a period of not eating, exercise, burn a lot of calories, and then engorge or feast afterwards. And this is an interesting concept where people can do 24 hours or even 36-hour fasts, but generally 18 plus, where you will fast, exercise, burn calories, kind of simulating hunting, and then eat afterwards like you just made your kill. Exercise is a huge component of health. Fasting or eating a lot of food will make less of a difference as long as you are exercising and expending that energy. It's the people that are sitting on their butt all day and then eating all these different random styles of eating, like not eating, slowing your metabolism down, or eating a lot all day long, and then you're sitting on your butt watching TV. So then you are adding calories, adding body weight. So these are the people that are really having a problem with it. If you're exercising regularly, you might find that eating regularly throughout the day is better. You might find the intermittent fasting is better. But the exercise and the expulsion of energy, the utilization of nutrients, reduces your insulin, sensitivity. It's going to change how your body reacts when food is present. Your body will absorb nutrients better. Your body will process nutrients better if you are exercising properly. So just sitting around doing nothing and changing your diet will only have limited benefits. You have to exercise. So rigorous exercise, very important. And these studies that go over intermittent fasting, some of the benefits, I'm not going to get into the details of the studies. These are just some ideas and some things that you can look into. Improved health factors, reducing inflammation, cellular inflammation, things like reducing blood pressure. And the theories behind this, not to mention some of the science and research, a lot of it's done on animals. There's not a lot of long-term studies for science, on human studies. But these animal studies, the logic behind it is that if you're doing intermittent fasting, your body can handle stress better. Your body can handle these types of shocking factors of not eating and the lack of food being present. Your body can stabilize itself better on its own. So the ability of your body to decrease stress, kind of like mental and physiological yoga effects, when your body is able to reduce the effects or the stress effects from not eating, your body can reduce some of these factors that can cause chronic health disease or heart disease or cancers, things of that sort. And these are just preliminary studies. These are things that are done mostly on animals, but they have potential. I personally like the Bulletproof fasting. You might know that for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been drinking my Bulletproof coffee. You can check out the link in the description of this video when I put it on YouTube. My Bulletproof coffee episode, that was earlier. It was number 3, I believe it was, of the Daily Swole. Someone just asked on Periscope, the keto diet. I did a Daily Swole on paleo, and I believe I talk a lot about ketosis. I will do one on ketosis, so that's a great talking point. But I do a lot of these nutrition talks, so check through my playlist on YouTube at Swolenormous. So the Bulletproof coffee, one of the benefits is that it gives sustainable energy. It's mostly a sugar or a carb fast in a sense, because with the Bulletproof coffee, you're having MCT oil and grass-fed butter in the coffee. So you're getting nutrients, but you're getting nutrients from saturated and from healthy fats. So your body will still be more oxidative. Your body will still be more fat adapted, triggering nutrient release and brain function and caloric consumption. So you have energy and sustainable energy, and you're satisfied. But that lack of carbohydrates being present will mean that you're not spiking insulin. Your body is more likely depleting those blood sugar stores. Your body will be processing more fats. Your body will be going through a period where it is neutralizing its insulin sensitivity. And then later on, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, when you do consume food, generally after your workout, post-workout, your body will be more receptive to absorbing and processing those nutrients. But you're getting your calories in later throughout the day. Now, I have personally found some benefits just mentally and just, with my lifestyle. I like the intermittent fasting because I personally get distracted. And now with all my video editing, with the podcast, with all the other stuff that I'm doing, I don't have necessarily I don't want to say the brain space. I don't necessarily have the focus. It's a distraction making food, to wake up and make all this food. I don't feel as hungry in the morning. I like my coffee when I drink my coffee because I have a lot of it with the butter and the oil. It's very satisfying. It's a lot of calories. I like pushing my meals back later, and I'm playing around with it. So far, I like it. And if you follow my material, you know I'm very big on instinctual training. I'm very big on listening to your body. I'm very big on self-awareness. That's the cornerstone of all my philosophy is self-awareness, listening to your body. So you have to try things, but see how your body reacts. How do you feel? And I like it. I like the feeling. I like the feeling of not eating. I like the feeling of depletion. And I also like the feeling of not engorging, but consuming my calories later in the day after my workout and getting my carbohydrates in at that point. So I don't restrict my calories. I'm seeing a lot of good, leaning out. I'm feeling great in the gym. I'm feeling full in the gym. I'm feeling strong. I like the shape of my body. I'm looking in the mirror. I like what I see. I like what I feel. So I'm going to continue this, and I'll keep you guys posted. But I like this process so far. I've been doing it for like a couple weeks. I like it. So if I like it, I know my body. If I like it, then I know it's doing something well. I've tried carb cycling, didn't like it. I've tried, doing those. And for example, I've tried different ones. I've tried, high carb for 2 days, low carb 1 day, or low carb 2 days, high carb 1 day, 4 high, 2 low, 1 medium. I didn't like it. I didn't like just mentally planning it. I didn't like the influx. I didn't like the depletion for carbs. It was too inconsistent. I didn't like it. I prefer my high-fat diet. But also ketosis, doing a super high-fat diet was great for my skin, but I didn't like it in accompanying with my weight training. I was getting lightheaded. It was too depleted for carbs. I didn't like the performance aspect of it. And that's one of the reasons why athletes and people that do bodybuilding, they don't do ketosis because you need carbohydrates. So I like my carbs, but I realized I like my carbs later in the day. I like that spread out. It's being very great for me. I know eating throughout the day works for me too, but I'm playing around with this and I like it because I don't have to focus so much on eating until later. And so far, it's very satisfying, and I enjoy it. So if you don't know what my Bulletproof coffee is all about, you can check. I have some of it in my Snapchats on YouTube, but also episode 3, and I will be posting a YouTube video this weekend on Bulletproof coffee and how to make it and how I make it personally and what I do. Okay, so if you want to try intermittent fasting, if you want to try it, don't go and start like not eating all day. Start with like a 16-hour, maybe do something where you're not eating from 8 p.m. the night before, let's say 16, and you're not eating till like 12 or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. So that's a 16 to 18 hour, and then you're consuming your food from 2 p.m. to about 8 p.m. So you're eating your food in a 6-hour window. This is generally for males, and I'm going to tell you why. Women are meant, and this is from a evolutionary standpoint, women are meant to nest. Women are meant to nest. Women are meant to, and I'm not saying this from a sexist point of view, but just from an evolutionary point of view, women are meant to be at home with the children, taking care, nursing, breastfeeding, taking care of babies, of newborns. That's what their body is designed for reproduction. Same thing with men. We're more designed, that's why men have generally more muscle tone, and we're stronger, and we're focused, and we can only do one thing at a time in general. And women can do 6 things at once. They can multitask. They can watch the kids. They can, they can have the TV on, watch the kids, be on the phone, be cooking at the same time. Women have an amazing ability to multitask in general, and men have an amazing ability to focus on one thing and blur everything out. It's like hunting, focus, protection, defense, stronger muscle mass naturally to protect, to fight, to kill, to hunt. And women have the ability to store more body fat, to be able to nurse, to be able to nurture, and protect the, and have a lot of, let's say, a wide breadth of, focal point, could be able to multitask, to be able to sense if danger's coming and protect the kids and things like that. So this is from an evolution standpoint. I'm not saying, believe me, trust me, I'm not saying women don't belong in the workforce or any of that bullshit. This is completely separate. This is looking at it from an animalistic evolution point of view. So with women are not designed, with hormone levels, women are not designed to intermittent fast. They're designed to be nurturing. They're designed to be nesting. They're designed to be, let's say with 2 or 3 kids, breastfeeding, nursing, taking care of them in the home while the man is out hunting and killing a buffalo. The woman is at home. And this is just what tribes do. This is what people have been designed to do for hundreds and thousands, millions of years. So intermittent fasting is a little more dangerous. That can affect the hormones of females. Sometimes females can do intermittent fasting and it can affect their periods. It can affect their menstrual cycles. It's called amenorrhea. You can skip your periods. You can have different issues as a result of intermittent fasting. So my point being, if you're a female and if you're looking to do intermittent fasting, be very careful, be very cautious. This might not be for you. I'm not recommending this at all to women per se. I would do your research. I would be very careful implementing something like an intermittent fast. Men, everyone should be careful. But if you're going to do it, start with a smaller fast, start with a smaller phase, a 12, 16, 18 hour. Don't go into a day or two. Don't go ridiculous with it. Be smart about it. Again, this is not an excuse to overeat. It's not an excuse to eat too many calories. It's not an excuse to just pig out and, hey, let me just eat a pizza. I ain't eat all day, so I get a pizza. That's not how it works. If you eat too many calories in that window, you're still eating too many calories. You're still going to gain weight. If you're not eating enough calories, you're still going to lose weight. So you can still keep with your caloric restriction. You could drink water. You could drink coffee. You can have your stuff. But keep your food restricted to a different window and try it. Try it. How do you know? How do you know if you don't try it? How do you know if you don't try it? Okay? That's all I'm saying. It's another option. Some of you might not have been aware of intermittent fasting as a viable option. It is viable. There are many out there, and all I am doing is bringing that information to you to bring it to the forefront and make you aware that there are things out there for those of you that are having trouble losing weight, that are having trouble getting leaner, getting rid of that last little bit. There's a lot of different things that are beneficial. Okay, what about good fats intake? Let's do some questions right now. Hold that question. I'm going to stay for a few minutes on Periscope and BUSKER. Thank you so much for joining me on this Flex Friday of the Daily Swole, episode 42 of the Daily Mother Swole. Thank you very much for joining me. Intermittent fasting, episode 42 of the Daily Swole. I will see everyone tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Time. Peace out. Take care. See you mañana.